Jared.
Got it. What's
Hey,
up? What's up, everybody?
If you're in the chat, it's Jerry's birthday. So please
Birthday chat.
put some chat, put some love, put some F's in the chat for Jerry's birthday. My guy, my partner. You know, Jerry, I could not do this without you. You know, I love you with all my heart, man. I really do. I really
Same
love
to you. Same to you. Listen. It's a beautiful relationship, a match made in heaven, and so I'm glad that we're here. We found each other. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, bub. Give me all the F's, you got.
All the F's, fam. You know what's so funny?
All of the F's.
You know what's so funny, Jerry, is that on your very birthday, you got a gift. You got a gift of a Bad Batch episode. Isn't that amazing?
I did. Like yes. I got to wake up at 3 a.m. on my birthday. I got to watch this thing unfold, and I got to sob when it ended. So it was pretty great. Yeah.
Yep. And you know what's funny? This show does make me emotional, but damn, if that didn't make that sent me over. That sent me over.
It was like the it's like the thing we're talking about, you know, like Godzilla -1 and everything, like just those like earned happy moments are just or sometimes more powerful than a lot of stuff. So
but my God, if that one didn't that ending was just amazing. So today's Bad Batch episode, thank you for joining. A lot of people are in here tonight. Thank you so much for joining to hang out and chat with us. I can show you we're going to be doing this every Wednesday at 7 p.m. to hear our thoughts on this season of Bad Batch. And man, oh man, it does excite me. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why it says that on your computer, Jerry, but it's working for me. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. But no, all seriousness, this is a great episode. It was one of those ones where you kind of had to see two people come together and really solve a problem, and that's not what I was expecting from today's episode. The title kind of threw me off. A different approach. I didn't know what we were getting with that title, and I kind of love what we got. And yeah, I love that. I love that it's Omega and Crosshair. Very interesting pairing. Very interesting pairing.
Well, if like Omega and her grumpy uncle.
Yes,
is what it felt like a little bit.
Yes,
but I love this episode for just a lot of those moments with especially the dynamic of the whole time. It's basically Crosshair going, okay, we'll do it your way the whole time, up until the very end, to where like the moment that she goes like, all right, we'll do it your way and stuff like that. But I love that dynamic of Omega just like believing in him immediately and trusting him, which is very, you know, it's that childlike thing, you know, where like and I don't think there's anything we have to worry about from him. Like I think he's like, fully like
he's over.
The Empire.
He was pilled. He was Empire pilled, and then now he is full on back to his Bad Batch brothers pilled, which I don't know what you even call that.
He's Bad Batch pilled. He's been rehabilitated. So.
He has been, and through Force and through witnessing the atrocities of the Empire, and I think it's really cool that we are getting to see this side of this character come back out, and like. Yeah, there's a couple of things I was considering when watching this. I thought about the idea of how all the series led up to this moment, because it really does. You know, we saw Crosshair turn literally within the first, what was it? It was in the first 3 episodes, right, of the first season. Didn't he turn?
Yeah, like I mean, from the first episode, I mean, he turned in the first episode.
Oh wow! It's the first episode,
because the first episode is like the 40-minute long episode.
Yes.
It's this big.
Yes.
And so you know, in that episode, by the end, he's already turned because he's been like, you know, like, hey, you lied about the Jedi that you let get away and things like that, and so he's been Empire pilled from forever. And did they ever like nail down when he got his chip removed? Because he said that was the big thing later on. Like, I had my chip removed a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I always felt like he could be bullshitting them.
Yeah, and he could be. I don't know. I couldn't
Because
tell you.
I just like when did he find out about like? Does he mean like before Order 66 happened?
Mhm.
Because it seemed like he was like his chip was messing with him when the order went up and everything like that, or like anyway,
Yeah,
like you like depends, I guess, on how much time's like passed
yeah,
this entire time that they've been kind of like gallivanting around the galaxy. But anyway, um, yeah, we've got him now here with Omega that do
yep.
the opening with the like all of the shit going wrong with the shuttle and things like
Yes,
that, like needing to
yes.
crash land. That was pretty great. Um, I don't
The
know, like
whole
it just a lot of really fun moments. Yeah.
I like the energy of the entire thing, to be honest with you, because this
Yeah.
is one of those episodes, right? I always think, well, they may not make it out alive, or not alive, but they may not make it out the clutches of the Empire, And Bad Batch
Right.
really does kind of hold your suspense all the way to the last moments, and you're never
Oh, yeah.
really safe. You're never really safe when you watch this show, and you never know who's going to show up. And I don't know. Have you looked up who voiced that one Imperial? Because that voice was so familiar. Let me see if I can find it.
I haven't yeah, let's see. You can Google that if you want to. Yeah. No, fantastic performance from that guy.
Yeah.
But also just so I loved the troopers there. Like very,
Oh
very
yes.
very classic Empire, but like just still kind of a cool new look with like the overcoats and stuff like that. Some of them with goggles I thought was such a great look. Um yeah, there a lot of really good just classic elements here. We've got them disguising themselves, like grabbing the clothes off the
Uh-huh.
wire and everything like
Uh-huh.
that. Um
Well, then you also got the kind of unexpected plot moments where like, the kid kind of rats him out and he gets Batcher stolen. So like
well
I
you
kind of
wonder,
like that
yeah.
feeling. I like that
Yeah, it
feeling
was
of how up in the air it all is, because it really is honestly all up in the air.
well and just that I mean, it seemed like everything was going wrong on that
Mhm.
planet. Like like there wasn't like when you see him kind of looking at him, you're like, okay, we're setting up like some ally or something like that. And it turns
Yeah.
out it's just some no, this kid just wants to swindle him out of some money and stuff. Honestly, that whole like we need this money to get the ticket, and then everyone keeps asking for certain little bits. Reminds me of the beginning of the new Willy Wonka movie and everything like
Oh,
that.
does that
So
happen in does that
yeah, like
happen in
that's
it?
like
Okay.
the whole first song. He basically it's like he starts out with 12 silver sovereigns in his pocket
Yeah.
and ends up with one and everything like that. Just kind of like throughout the day, there's like a little boy trying to get him to shine his shoes, and that except it was that except extortion uh on this today, which was
So,
great.
my question for you, was his name Captain Man? Was that his name? I think
Again,
so.
couldn't remember. I think it is Captain
The
Man,
the
Captain Neck, maybe.
May cat, dude, he was funny looking. He looked very southern to me. He had like a very
Yeah,
southern, I don't
he
know,
had a very Southern
Arkansas,
Baptist look to
Louisiana.
him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
He was
like
like,
Baptist preacher.
he kind of had a big face, big looking body. No, his
Yeah,
name is the actor's name is Harry Lloyd, and he was in only a couple of films. He was in a bunch
hmm,
of British films. The Theory of Everything is the biggest movie he's in, but
yeah,
he's also in The Witcher. Um, let's see
interesting.
what else he's in.
So just a
Yeah,
character actor, a good character
I
actor.
guess so. I guess
Because
so.
I've
Yeah,
never really seen him in anything that I know of.
Brave New World. No, he's been in a lot of stuff. I don't know. Just the voice was very interesting, and I was like, that's got to be someone really
Yeah,
known. And I guess somewhat known. I guess yeah. I don't know. I love who they pick to get these weird Imperials, because like I never thought Jimmy
yeah.
Simpson would be Hemlock. You know what I mean? It just doesn't sound like him. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah, like well, even like listening to the voice, like whenever they said who was doing it, I was like, no way, that guy,
Yeah,
really?
that guy.
Just,
He
it didn't
was.
even like sound like him, really. In a way, I don't
Yeah.
know. He's like digging into some darkness and everything. Not that
Oh
he's
yeah.
without darkness. He definitely has darkness. I mean, just watch Westworld. I
Oh
mean that
man.
guy. Yeah,
You gotta
the
watch,
guy's got
you
some
also can
darkness.
watch, what is it? The, the disgruntled intern from David Letterman. He plays an intern on the David Letterman show.
Really?
Oh yeah, and he's like always he's like, "What's up, Dave?" He's like this kind of like, I don't know, laissez-faire. Like I don't know, he's a great character in that.
Yeah.
But like him being Hemlock is crazy. And we even got we got Nala. Is it Nala Say? I always forget their names.
Nala Say.
So Nala Say being in this episode too, having kind of like guilty moment of, you've been destroying her samples. I was like, oh damn, he found out. You know what I mean?
Well, just I'm worried for her, but at the same time, like I've already I feel like she's probably not making it out of this season.
Oh, 100%.
It'd be very interesting if she does.
Yeah.
Just to like have just to have one of the cloners from Camino actually with these clones and everything to kind of like ask some questions or something. Not like Omega doesn't already know all the answers. Apparently, it seems like she might know all the answers.
She's very aware. And I think it's cool that we get to see Omega's gambling and like board game and like, I guess
she's so self-sufficient.
So cool. And like you're watching this. Thank you, Reed, by the way. I appreciate you and you're saying W stream. Like
Thank you.
I think it's awesome that like there's so much setup and payoff for this show. And like people can say all they want about this show, but the threads have always been there. I love it. The threads were like the threads are lining up even whenever, you've got scenes dealing with Jesus, do you want to eat some uranium-235? I wouldn't do that. You probably die. A lot of calories.
Delicious, bub.
So what I'm saying is you ever since she was in Sid's, cantina from the first season, like it's been nothing but like, we're going to play a board game. We're going to do this. We're going to play holotable. Like, I love that. And then they're in a sticky situation and she's beating this dude's ass. What was he again? I don't remember. He was
Trandoshan.
Trandoshan.
Kicking
the Trandoshan's ass.
Like, absolutely. Like, Dan of Broaxium was very happy about that for sure. Dude, Dan hates Trandoshans.
What is 20,000? Oh, they said 30,000 credits to get off planet. Let me see if there's like a way to translate that to
30,000 to get off planet, and then she wins quite a bit from him, and then wins some from the Imperial, and then anyway, it's a lot of math in this. My mom would love this episode. There's a lot of just like addition, subtraction.
Cool.
So much fun stuff.
One credit. This is based off someone on Reddit doing the logic. One credit is worth 2.1 American dollars. So
that was a lot of money.
That was like $60,000 worth of money. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait, I also see here that one Imperial credit is worth 4 USD. I wonder if I might message Pablo. He might be able to tell me. How much
Pablo, hey Pablo,
how much is this worth in USD?
how much is a credit? And what's the what do you call the exchange rate on this stuff? Okay.
There's no true answer. I guess it must fluctuate.
When I go to Galaxy's Edge,
just like the yen fluctuates, in terms of American money. So like,
I'm sure it definitely fluctuated during the time of the Empire. You think it got more valuable probably during the time of the Empire?
I bet.
Because they had all the shit. They
guy.
stole all the shit.
They did.
So they would. That makes more sense.
And then like in Star Wars, they still barter with like the idea of it being, like if you want to, sell me Beskar, which is, to some priceless, but to others has a price. Like you can do that. But
it's the bartering cowboy medieval feudal Japan rules kind of a thing.
Yes. It's great. It's a great system. I agree. And Woodsy says, in our words of our Lord and Savior, this show is just so dense. Yes.
So
Rick.
dense.
So dense.
Also, hey, we got a brand new fucking Star Wars game. In-universe card game.
Yes. That wasn't
coming
Sabat.
Soon to a Galaxy's Edge near you is going to be, and Michael McBoy, friend of the show, to his apartment. That card game will very, very soon be coming to game stores everywhere. Buy it so no one else will play it with you. Buy it to keep on your like. How many times have you? Do you own a deck of Sabacc cards?
Of course, I have it right here, and I've never played.
How many times have you played Sabacc?
Never, not people? Once. I got so excited.
I played once with my mother, who likes math.
Yes, I got so excited when I got it because the idea of owning in-universe cards, that excites me. That's the reason why I bought it.
It's neat. It's cool.
It's
and
cheap.
I want to like do it. It is.
It was like $8.99. Like it was actually one of the cheapest things you can get at Galaxy's Edge at the time. So that's what made it worth it for me.
This is the kind of shit that like I love. Like I love like the in-universe kind of stuff that I can use and everything. This is an actual game, and things like that. It's again, like I said, I also own the Han Solo licensed card game.
I remember that.
And remember I brought it to Celebration the first time we met. And so I have that one in there and it comes with cardboard credits and everything like that.
Okay.
But anyway, we still haven't. Tell us in the comments. Have you found your Sabacc people yet?
We need to look. We need to try to do virtual Sabacc. And so let me look up. There's a way. If we could do a virtual Sabacc game all together, that'd be amazing.
I'm sure there's some kind of simulator.
Install Sabacc online. We might have to do that. So
Sabacc online.
Let me say a few things. Because this episode, while it was dense and fun, it wasn't as heavy as the first 3 of the whole season. What I like though was the escape. The escape was incredible.
Yeah.
I love the sound design of it. I love that it's very much a nature versus technology kind of thing, where they're like, zapping and like closing these creatures in, and Batcher got caught in it, and that big old fat Southern man thought he could get away with, stealing Batcher, and like all it takes
Master
is
Driscoll.
Yes, all it takes is the flip of a switch, and they all get escaped. And I don't know if you heard, there's clearly a porg in one of those cages.
I heard a porg. I like this morning at 3 a.m. I was like, oh, that's a creature I've heard before. Watching it this afternoon, I'm like, oh, that is clearly a porg. And then I saw people posting about like, anyone else hear what I hear with like a little porg stuffy and stuff like that. I loved, and I hit on it at the beginning of the review here of the stream here. But you have like through the whole episode, basically Cross-Eye or wait, did I say Cross-Eye?
You said Cross-Eye. That's pretty funny.
Crosshair. Listening to Omega, which is very out of character for like what we've seen of him, which is again showing that I'm
growth.
I actually do care about this kid, even though I like pretend I don't.
Yes.
Hello, but he's constantly again doing her ideas like, okay, we'll do. All right, we'll try it your way. All right, we'll go over there. It'd be a lot easier if we didn't have the dog or blah blah blah. Oh, the spaceport's this way. Okay, fine. We'll do it your way. And again, you have it like up to the very end, and that moment where like she just goes, all right, we'll do it your way, and he goes, just that. Finally,
he's killing everyone. So awesome.
Finally, it's just like so, like that's where the evilness kind of comes out a little bit, like death.
I get to kill people, and like he didn't have it on stun.
So good.
He was shooting.
Finally. And I don't know if you've noticed too, we've switched from the blue blaster bolts of the Republic to the red blaster bolts of the Empire now. So all of the Imperial blasters in one of the last episodes shoot red blaster bolts now. If they're not clones. So the TK troopers now are firing. Maybe they were doing that last season and I just forgot.
I didn't notice that. That's actually kind of cool.
I like the color of the blaster bolts always like sticks out to me.
Of course.
Because in the Clone Wars, no matter if a good guy picked up a blaster from like a random bounty hunter, and this happened so many episodes, it would shoot blue. If a bad guy picked up a random one, it would shoot red in the Clone Wars. That's what it would. Cool. And I always like would be like, that's just like why?
Yeah.
I know good guy and bad. It's fine.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But anyway, so I pay a lot of attention to that kind of stuff. But yeah, we got
Travis Mitchell, thank you.
Losing his shit on people.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you,
Travis says,
Travis.
my walking pork from 2017 still has the same batteries as I got it 7 years ago. That's smart. Good deal.
That's incredible.
It's a good
That's incredible.
return. A good
So do we think they had a crate full of porgs or
I
something
don't
there?
know.
Or
I
was it
love
just like we're just using generic
I
animal noises?
I wish there was porgs. I hope there is, but I also really enjoyed the fact that it was
Headcanon.
like a bunch of different species of animals. Like you saw the things from the Phantom Menace, the one that Jabba flicks off. It's one of the you see one of those
Oh,
running through. Yeah, I forget the names of it. You see that? You
I forget what
the
those things are. Yeah, the
the,
little frog type thing. The
the
screams as it falls.
yes. Uh, uh, I noticed that the bird things running look almost like the same ones from Jurassic Park. The
I was gonna say
one,
very
yeah, very
Gallimimus.
similar.
Very
Yes,
Gallimimus-y.
yes.
Gallimimus.
Look at you.
That's from the
Yeah,
movie.
the movie. I really
The movie.
enjoyed when you know they are running through trampling people, and I just like that nature can return and like the natural order
Yeah.
can return in that way. And I hope they escaped. I hope they're okay. But the fact that they got off and got in the shuttle was, I mean, was amazing. I
Well, I
was
mean, we had the our Baptist pastor friend,
yes,
Southern fat man, Mr. Neck, got pulled into that cage and
yeah,
died by
well,
probably being eaten.
yes,
Very so, which is kind of a Jurassic Park thing, but at the same time, it
yes.
also felt a little it felt a little I don't know, it felt classic, pretty classic.
Oh, definitely.
Like it's been a while since we've had like a bad guy get eaten, I feel
Yes. Look
like
at this.
truly.
Travis Mitchell's
And
coming out of the
that guy
chat.
really deserved it too. What we got,
Travis said
Travis?
lots of sequel references in this episode. The porg, the maneuver where you blast someone with the ship thrusters. Like, yeah, that was cool. When
Yeah.
the thrusters blasted
Oh,
that person away.
the
That was
he just like
amazing.
looks he's like you
So
see the
awesome.
fear and the
Oof.
goggles and everything.
Yeah,
He knows he's about to just like get wasted.
exactly. And I like this one. Oh, and the freeing of the animals feeling like the callback to TLJ with the
Yes.
what's it called? The what can't remember the names of them. The father years. Yeah, I
Others.
loved it. I
Yeah.
loved it. I
Oh yeah.
loved it. And I do think it's cool that you can play with that because it is Omega and Crosshair, and like there's the wild card that is Omega. And I like that she can ultimately bring that out of him. And the fact that she knows where to go without like sending a
Yeah.
transmission, right? She's like, we just need a rendezvous here. And damn it, if I didn't, I was not ready. I was not ready for that ending because I thought it was gonna cut, and I'm like, hell. We'll see where they meet up next week.
Well, it felt like the episode was coming to a natural end, and then it
Yes,
just kept going. And I was like,
same.
okay, are we gonna do this? Are we
Yeah,
gonna do this the whole time? I'm
I
like,
have
this
to
is
wait a
not supposed to
week.
be that long of an episode.
Nope.
So like, what are we gonna do? Are we really gonna do a reunion at the end of this
Ugh.
thing? We just had a random little Omega and Crosshair adventure, Cross Eye adventure, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
them.
I,
And we had a great time.
yep.
And you're just gonna like now we're just gonna here we go. We're gonna
Right back to
just do
normal.
we're gonna do a reunion here
Wasn't
with
ready for it.
everybody.
God, I
I
wasn't ready
wasn't
for it.
ready, but it felt right, and I'm glad they got it in this early in the season
Dude, the fourth
because
episode.
there is some interesting shit. It's gonna be very interesting watching Crosshair reacclimate, and it might take one episode.
A whole
Honestly,
season
it could.
of it. A whole
It could,
season
but
left.
wouldn't it be cool if like there's like a little bit of that tension and everything, like
Yeah.
for a few episodes
I
would
think
be
there will
really kind
be.
of cool.
I think there will be
But
because I was watching this one, and the fact that she saw Wrecker first, then Hunter, I was like, that is just. I
okay,
cried. I cried when she saw Wrecker, but I wasn't ready for
yeah.
Hunter's reaction, like the hug that because they had a long hug. It was a long
Well,
hug.
her just the way they animated the expressions, the
Yeah.
expressions in this show, it's the animation is to a point, the technology is to a point where you can get some very subtle acting
Oh yeah.
out of these assets, these characters and everything.
Mhm.
And I mean, as soon as she sees Wrecker, the look on her face reminded me again of my child.
Yeah.
And like when you like just there's nothing that beats the feeling when your child comes running up to you for a hug.
Yeah.
I might start crying right now. And
Yeah.
like just like the how long they've
Mm.
been apart to like finally see like the look in her eyes and everything is just so absolutely pitch perfect. They
it's amazing.
nail it. And just like having Wrecker like wipe the tears out of his eyes, like
Yes,
God
it was super
damn,
subtle.
man.
It was
I
super
was
subtle.
losing. And again, watched again just before we came on the stream here. Tears again at the same spots. Like, and again, you said you started crying. I also started crying when she saw a Wrecker.
Yeah.
But the hunter, like what it was like, also the whole we've gone around the galaxy 4 times looking for you.
Yeah.
And stuff. And then like the 5 from behind, man. Oh, dude. It
so
like
good.
and it yeah,
so
anyway.
damn good. Yeah,
So
I love
kick me right in the testicles of dad feels.
Dude, I just love how
absolutely like cleats.
And that was the spot where they met that was right outside of Ryloth, right? Am I correct on that? Is that the moon right by Ryloth? I'm pretty sure that's where
I don't know.
That's where Omega met Hera. Almost
yeah.
That's outside of
I'll
Ryloth.
have to go back and look because it looked similar. It definitely looked like a moon. Of some kind. So
a moon with an atmosphere.
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
It was clouds. There was clouds because like where else could they meet? And I love the idea of them meeting there on that random moon outside of Ryloth. And like I thought it was so cool to have the episode cut off with freaking Crosshair in the doorway. And like think about what's going through each one of them's mind. Omega's like, oh my god, they're gonna hate me for this, but it was my only way out. I'm sure Wrecker's like, oh, there's our old brother who tried killing us several times. And Hunter probably has the most interesting perspective of them all. But it dawned on me watching it the second it ended. I'm like, oh my God, he might not know Tech is dead. And I'm like, holy shit.
See,
he might not know.
Someone Rick Villanueva was saying that.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
But I guess my feelings, and we'll have to see because like maybe we'll have this big emotional thing in the next one. Why wouldn't Omega tell him that in the 100 and something days is my thing.
Oh, that's fair. Because she was there for it.
But he could have the moment with them of, so he's really gone.
Our brother's gone. Yeah.
So I think they'll definitely still have that commiseration of like, just look at how few of us there are now.
Yeah.
Which is a heartbreak. This show has been so good. I don't want it to end. I understand, like, you don't want things to go on for too long.
Yeah.
But just
the story's run its course.
The story has, but at the same time, man, like it's just it's been lovely and brutal.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I'm not ready.
Next week's gonna be rough, dog. Next week's gonna be rough. Whenever
what's next week's title?
Actually, let me see. Hold on.
Let's pull that up.
The Bad Batch season 3.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight too.
Yes, the stream will be coming to a close kind of soon. The next episode's called The Return. So I guess that very well could imply the return of Crosshair to the Bad Batch itself.
Yeah.
So that's man. God bless. I'm not ready for the beginning because like it was funny waking up this morning. I'm like, okay, where are we gonna go? We're gonna see an episode with Hunter and Wrecker, or we're gonna see Omega and Crosshair. And I was shocked to see Omega and Crosshair that quickly.
Right off
I was like, okay, we're doing their story. And then the fact that they've already reconvened, I'm like, this is gonna be so much fun now. Like, because we haven't seen that dynamic in forever. We haven't seen that dynamic forever. I may go watch like that arc of the Clone Wars.
Oh,
I might go watch that just for the sake of watching it.
It feels like it's so long ago. It feels like ancient history.
Yeah,
when we saw them working as a team, because it was like they were really cool. It was a cool dynamic to watch.
Yes.
And we have Crosshair back on the team to fight the Empire now.
Yeah.
Like how fucking, because he was just like fucking up stormtroopers already. Like, he doesn't give
10 episodes.
he
10
doesn't give a
episodes.
shit. 10 episodes of them just wrecking shop and everything. Especially, like, again, like, maybe like he didn't get all the details on Tech or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Can you imagine like how he's gonna like react when he's like Tech's gone and stuff like that? You know, like, just like, I mean, just there's just a lot of really cool potential, a lot of really there's so much opportunity for just delicious story, and I don't know, I'm excited, man.
I'm excited,
for
man.
this. I'm glad to have a week to week again.
God, me too. Me too, dude. It's so funny. Like, when Star Wars comes out week to week, now I prefer it being in the evening, but it's okay that it's not.
Right.
When Star Wars comes out week to week, like, obviously we have something we can look forward to, but like, I would be lying if I don't say that I'm not super excited Tuesday night going to bed. Like, oh yeah, I get to wake up early. I get to watch a new episode of this show, and it's going to do something I don't expect, which is why I like it. It doesn't. It never does what I expect. Ever. Rarely does it do what I expect, and it's not right now.
But it doesn't disappoint either.
No,
it doesn't
not at all.
Like, for now, your mileage may vary for sure, but like, this has been, I think, one of the most well executed of the animated shows.
Yes.
Yet. Just like, it's just really tight.
Yeah.
You know, because they don't have to. We're on Disney Plus. We don't have to fill like a 20-something episode season and stuff. And
the episode
then we still have 16 episodes.
I was gonna say they've been nice and lengthy in the sense of it being literally how long would it be? I think it's they've been like 28 or like 34 sometimes.
Yeah.
So like, it's nice to have that. You don't have to fit that commercial. There's no awkward commercial cuts either. There's none.
Right.
It's such a nice show for that. It's wonderful.
Exactly. Just and give me like, and Clone Wars has always been pretty good about that. Like I can't really tell where the commercial breaks are anymore.
Yeah.
In there.
Rebels is very obvious. Rebels is the only show that was
Rebels was like
super obvious. And then
oh no. This thing that we just said 10 seconds ago is still happening.
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, this show is this show's pretty ideal for that reason. I'm not gonna lie to you. It feels like there's no break. It's like super flowy. And the pacing of the show has been pretty top tier. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to next week. I love talking about this. I love analyzing it. Next week, see us again, 7:00, hanging out every Wednesday. Tomorrow we're talking Ghostbusters 2. Can't wait. We watched it last night together to ring in Jerry's birthday.
Man.
It was the perfect watch. I've been listening to the soundtrack all day. My students have heard nothing but that version. Were
they like, it's not Halloween? Why are we listening to Ghostbusters?
Exactly. No, I've showed them nothing but Higher and Higher all day. They're like, I like this version. I'm like, yes, you do.
Higher. Oh, they showed him the Howard Huntsberry one.
Yes.
That one's a bop, man. That was a bop. But again, like, we're gonna be talking about those soundtracks in a couple weeks too.
That's right.
But you guys all you guys that are here, like, I don't know if you're Ghostbuster fans or not, just come hang out with us. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna kind of just like chat about this weird franchise that I'm obsessed with and everything. We both love.
It's one of our favorites.
It's up there. It is very Bombad for us. But
Bombad. It's a good word for it.
Extremely Bombad. But yeah, come here tomorrow night, 8 Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And just where, do your own math. You can Google it these days. You'll be fine, kid.
Yes, it's there.
It's there. It's on the internet. But follow us on all our shit and stuff. Are we done? Are we done? I guess. We're gonna call it a day. Yeah, if you haven't yet, follow us. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, or otherwise known as X. Twitter. And you can see that today was Jerry's birthday. One last happy birthday for Jerry in the chat. Had a blast, but I hope it was a good birthday. You know I love you, and fantastic.
You'll be seeing us tomorrow. So as always, I'll say it today. You should go ahead and stay birthday Bombad boy.
Pay your taxes.